Hi, everybody. Well, in a couple days, I'm supposed to fly to Jamaica for my friend's birthday party with like 35 people. And I'm thinking on not going. So we've been planning this trip for a while. My friend originally wanted to go to Vegas, and then when her friends and them got, why don't we go someplace warm? I guess it was really cold out in the winter at the time. And they said, hey, let's go to someplace warm. So Jamaica was one of her favorite places to go. So she asked all her friends, we're all going. And then I got all kinds of news this week. One I still haven't talked to my doctors yet, but I did get that test result, and there is something back inside me again that I'm going to have to deal with. But that isn't the reason I'm thinking I'm not going. If you saw my message recently about my stepdad, I know he's going through a lot right now, and so I'm thinking instead of going on holiday, maybe I'll go down and help give support to him. He lives about 8 hours outside of Ottawa. And my friend came over last night, and I was talking to her and told her that that was my plan, and she understood why. She's disappointed, obviously, that I won't be going. Out of everybody going, I'm probably the only one who's really experienced in traveling. In fact, I helped book everybody for this trip, and told them where to go and get the deal and stuff like that. I don't normally deal with all-inclusive resorts and that. I'm strictly a cruise guy. I like to book my cruises, and that's my expertise. I'm no expert in this, but in fact, one of the things I was questioning is the hotel choice that they chose in Jamaica. It's not because it's not a nice hotel or anything like that. It's just it's not an adult-only hotel, and everyone who's going is an adult. So I kind of questions, why would you want to go to a resort that might have a lot of kids all around when you're going there to party, kind of thing? It seems inappropriate to me. But apparently there's an adult section. I don't know too much about the hotel chain because they wanted this hotel, and so that's what I did. I booked everybody the hotel. But yeah, I'm thinking on not going, and I was so looking forward to this trip. Especially for myself, with my news, I said, hey, you know what? I may end up, who knows, canceling cruises in the future and trips, and this one's scheduled and it's coming up really soon. Maybe go do it, get it done, and have fun. But then my stepdad's news came out, and pretty concerned about that. I was talking to my nephews about that as well, and they're concerned and thinking on going down. So, yeah, I know he's not my father. My father passed away when I was only 21 years old. And, but he and my mother were married 25 years. So, while I was older when I met him, he always treated my family with a great deal of respect and never tried to impose and say that I'm your father now. Of course, I was 21 years old and just got married at the time. So it was kind of hard to come in and say, I'm your daddy. But he and my mother looked after my grandmother in Nova Scotia. He packed up everything in Ottawa and moved down there to help support her. In a time when she was going through a rough time, and then when my sister was going through a rough time, they welcomed her into the house and things like that. And that's what we do in family, right? We look after each other. And no matter what, I'm the same way. My family knows no matter what, they can rely on me if they ever need anything. If it's in my power at all, they're welcome to it. And so he was the same way. A lot of people would be very resentful that, one of your new wife's kids come and move into your house at the age of 40. right? 40, 50 years old, and he didn't bat an eye. He didn't blink at all to something like that. So I've always liked to say that I've been there and always been supportive of him. He's always said that, and often is referred to me as his almost more of a son than some of his own kids. Unfortunately, there's been some stuff going on from history when he divorced his first wife, because when you're in there, you sometimes take sides, right? And so sometimes there's animosity, because if you end up being closer to one parent, for instance, one lives in a city and one lives in another city, and you're near the parent that lives in your city, you're going to hear their side more than you're going to hear the other side, and so you tend to believe that person more than any, etc., etc. But that's a long story just to say that I'm worried about my stepdad, and I don't know if now is the time to go on a trip or anything right now. So I might be canceling my largely expensive trip coming up this weekend. Just there might be more important things to look after.